So this is Lorraine, and Lorraine is recording me live on Insta. So I'm on Insta Live, Ignite Live, Insta Live, Ignite Live, Insta Live, Ignite Live. This has never been done in the history of the world. 2 live broadcasts at the same time. So if you are at home and you're watching my Insta Live and watching Ignite Live, you will have not one Pathman Senathirajah, you will have 2 Pathman Senathirajahs live in front of you guys. So welcome to day 2. Please watch my Insta Live, because the first part, the first 15 minutes, I spoke about a statement I made yesterday, which everyone wrote to me last night, and everyone was sharing with me how they remember I spoke about this so many times in the past, where I spoke about life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. And I expounded on it on Insta Live, so you can watch it. And thanks to Payun, you can pen out to Payun, make her famous. That's Tipa, Lina, and Payun. And of course, EXO, Devaraj, who've been keeping Ignite Live going, all right? And you can pen to all these guys. All of you guys can wave at my Insta Live. Wave lah, bro. Wave, wave, wave. You're on live. All right? This is the amazing team who've been helping us, and the camera crew, all right, who always are behind the camera. Now we put them in front of the camera. So you see why I want to talk about them. And they're important because they're part of a team. And today, on day 2 of Ignite Live, I swear, I had no idea what I was going to say until I walked there. Even now, I don't know what I'm going to say. And to the translators, the fact that you told me that I was speaking too fast yesterday, I was seriously concerned. And I don't want to stress you out, so I'm going to speak much faster today. I don't care what happens. You keep up with my speed. You've been translating me for 25 years. I love you guys. Please, wherever you are, send your love to the translators, because they are the super women and supermen who take your chief and make him French, and make him Russian, and make him Hindi speaking, and Tamil, and Arabic, all right, all the languages. So yesterday, I hope you got that paradigm shift, that this industry of social enterprise is no longer a choice. It is a necessity. And why you need that paradigm shift? Because now when you walk into a presentation or you go on stage to do a training, your tone, your energy, your passion must be at a different level. Because you're not helping the guy make some money, you are saving his life. So this is 2 different approaches. Helping somebody make some money, you go like, bro, all right, let me share with you how you could make some money. All right, additional income, blah, 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 blah. Saving somebody's life requires a different intensity. Are you guys with me? And this does not only apply to the new prospects. You must now go back to your existing downlines who have been half-hearted, not so focused, all right, in and out of the system, doing Rule 3 occasionally. You need to go back to them, all right, and wake them up, because they're already in the system, and you have now a duty to save their lives by taking social enterprise seriously. Are you guys with me? Now, please check out Insta Live. Go to my shoes. I love my shoes. It's not a normal Nike. You can see. It's a Nike with the wave and the, you know. All right? So, I know, Tipa. While David Sharma dresses up like an uncle, Dave Joel dresses up like an uncle, Sati Senathirajah dresses up like uncle, Devraj dresses up like uncle. You got hope when your upline, right, dresses up like a confused teenager. Are you guys with me or not? There's hope, right? So today, I want to talk about being alone and building a team. Because if you have started, by the way, a big shout out to everyone around the world watching in hotels. Yesterday I saw so many photographs. People were in hotels, people were in the kitchen, people were in the car. Don't watch me while driving. People were at home. I saw so many kids watching Uncle Chief and Uncle Cheese online, Ignite Live. And it was unbelievable that we could reach you at the beginning of the year. So we can set the tone, get you in the right mindset, and prepare you, okay, for your upcoming journey of 2026, Ignite 2026. And today, while I was standing up here, I looked around and I realized a profound thing, that I'm standing here today holding the microphone. I'm doing the speaking. You are listening to me. And hopefully I create some impact in your lives tonight. But you will never see that I'm surrounded by 20 people who are making this possible. And I wrote to the AVPs and V partners, a few of them, and I told them that I am only possible today because of you. And I mean it. Because there's one paradigm shift for day 2. Is this journey is complicated in the identity sense. You are alone, but you cannot make it alone. Does it make sense? All right. Now this journey, listen to this profound statement again by Chief. All right. On this journey, you are alone, but you cannot make it to the end alone. But end of the day, you are alone. Because your journey from 0 to max out, or your journey from 0 to 500 US, 1,000 US, or your journey to 250, doesn't matter. All right? Is a journey that only you can take. Nobody can force you. Nobody can complete the journey for you. So social enterprise, as much as the first word is social, the responsibility of success is you alone. It's personal. So I remember I made this statement long time ago, the 10 words with 2 alphabets. If it is to be, it is up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me. All 10 words, 2 alphabets. If it is to be, which means if you are to succeed, it is up to me. Do you understand? And this statement is a reflection of your journey in social enterprise with us. That means the day you decided to start, I want to be a networker, all right? You chose a great company called QNet, all right? You got unbelievable support from the V. You got 2 of the greatest founders in this industry, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay, and you started your journey. Now, there were a lot of things, happening around you. There's VCon, ISB, your system, your training, you're watching your uplines on Zoom, people are following you, you have power of association. But ultimately, that tracking center is your name. That weekly commission belongs to you and nobody else. That success is yours, not anyone else's. And this journey is very personal. Very personal. All right? And later I will speak to you how it's personal, but you cannot do it alone. That makes more sense. This journey is personal, but you cannot do it alone. All right? This journey is personal, but you cannot do it alone. It is a personal journey. That the last 27 years, from where I started to where I am today as your upline, it's a personal journey. What I felt, my breakthroughs, my emotional journey, Devaraj, who's been by my side every single day, he will never feel it. He will never know it. He will never understand it. It's my personal journey. When I walk up on stage at VCon, all right, I'm surrounded by the in-service. Devaraj is there. Suresh is there. But what I feel on stage is my feeling. It's personal. Do you understand? All right? And if Your journey is going to be very personal. Then you need to understand what characteristics you require to make sure this personal journey is a great journey, is a great adventure. That success, that you have a higher probability, a higher possibility of success. You need to know what is required in your personality, in your character, on this journey that is very personal, from zero to hero, from 0 to 5,000, 0 to max out, 0 to Mercedes, Toyota, Ferrari, doesn't matter. Your dream is your dream. You understand? And over 27 years, plus a few more years before that when I was in Amway with Dexter Yeager, that means 30 over years. Long time in the social enterprise industry. All right? I don't know whether I've qualified to become an expert or not, but I've seen enough. All right? Don't be an expert, but I've seen enough. And the last 27 years in this journey, I have seen what works, what characteristics, what personality traits contributes to the higher possibility of success, the higher possibility of reaching max out, for example. And I want to share that with you. I want to share what I have seen in many people, from Arun, Adli, Sati, David, Dave, Katipa, Peyun, Devaraj, okay, David Sharma, Kalai, okay, Sachin, Kavita, Sharfun, Motas, Mohanat, Sila, all right, Digvijay, Yasser Kames, all right, Mehmet, Hamid, Hossein, my brother Hossein, all right, from the early days, Mohsen, all right, Ongolo, Zumana, Andrew, all right, Fofana, all right, who? Brijesh, all right, and Yashu. You cannot say Brijesh alone. You must say Brijesh and Yashu, because Yashu controls Brijesh. Yesterday I was sharing that in my Rule 3 club. All men are ultimately controlled by a woman, all right? If it's not your wife, it's your mother. You understand? If it's not your mother, it's your mother-in-law. You understand? We are all, our destiny is to be controlled. Brijesh, stay strong, Apu. Stay strong. I am with you, all right? You're not alone, all right? And if you look at all these people, I've spent a lot of time with them, and you don't know this, okay? All of these great, unbelievable networkers, all the max-out kings and queens, VP, AVP, VC, we elite leaders, our upcoming warriors, I'm so proud of them, the core, the alliance from ISB, you see them today. And they're like, wow, look at Devaraj standing here, suit, dressed up like an uncle, you understand or not, all right? And speaking to you, you understand? But I knew them when they had 0 on the left, 0 on the right. I knew them when they were sitting down somewhere in a hall listening to Japa, Dato Sri Vijay, and me, Arun George, was in Bahrain, sitting down there taking notes. I remember going around the world doing the 8 basic building blocks in Ethiopia, all right, in Kenya, Asha, remember those days, all right, Sudan, okay, I remember landing in Turkey, not Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan for the first time, okay, Russia, Moscow, Europe, India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, all right, Nepal. I remember when all these markets were 0. And all these names that I mentioned and edified, because I'm so proud of them, who they have become, I knew them then when they were nobody. And I watched them grow and evolve to become some of the most powerful personalities in this industry of social enterprise. And I watched what changed. I watched what they had to kill and what they had to give birth to in their personalities. All right? And today I will share a few with you, which I have watched, so that you understand on this personal journey, all right, what characteristics, what personal traits, personality traits that you need to succeed. All right? So we are saying goodbye. So to all my Insta, loyal, live followers around the world. This is your chief saying, I love you so much. Lorraine is going to upload it on my grid so you can watch it later. I love you guys. I love you. Insta, loyal, amazing downlines. Okay, so if you look at it, the first thing that is most fundamental is they had the warriorship to dream again. Let me tell you why dream again. Because a lot of us were dreamers when we were young. Everyone, all of you were dreamers when you were young. We all wanted a toy, we wanted a motorbike, a car, a Barbie doll, I don't know, all right? You wanted a certain, a CD or a record or a cassette. You wanted to go somewhere for a concert in Malaysia or somewhere. We were all born with this strong ability to believe in the impossible, to see the invisible. All right? Our belief was so high. I look at my kids today, and they believe everything is possible. You understand? I'm on the ceiling of the room, I project the stars, and I tell them that's the moon and this and that. Papa, can we go to the moon? I said, I don't want to say no, because in 10 years, we could all take a flight to the moon and chill out and sign up aliens. You understand not? Presentación. I said, maybe one day. Now it's possible, but it costs too much money and too difficult. But one day it's possible. And then my kids look at me and said, okay, Papa, I want to go to the moon. So if you look at all of us, and if you remember your childhood, you come nearer. Stay there. Dance. I give this cameraman Sacha. I'm just going to walk out here totally out of the frame. And, not they're bored. You understand? So, we were all dreamers. Everyone in this room today. They were all dreamers. And at some point, you stopped dreaming because reality hit you. And the second thing, you forgot about your dreams. You gave up on your dreams from before. Sad, but true. And then today, in social enterprise, with us, we've given you the license to dream again. And a lot of people think it's easy to dream again. It is not. It is one of the hardest things for me to get out of a networker. You understand? I have to go on Vicon stage and really work very hard and speak from my heart just to get you to break through and dream again. So one of the strongest characteristics I've seen in all the max out kings and queens is their ability to dream again. Even if they failed in their previous attempts, even if they forgotten their dreams, they have the ability to take the next step, 2026, and dream again. So I don't care how many years you have been in the business. I don't care how many dream lists you have prepared. I want you to dream again. Ignite 2026. Dream again. Dream the impossible. See the invisible. Because if you don't have that ability to dream again, all right, the journey makes no sense. And you know me, I'm a firm believer of the dream. That I am here today, standing in front of you as your chief, is not because I'm a great networker. I don't consider myself a great networker, but I am a dreamer. I can see the impossible until today. I can see, believe the impossible and invisible every day. I refuse to surrender to reality. Do you understand? I am living in Avatar. You understand? All right? This movie Avatar, Fire and Ash. Please, it's one of the greatest movies ever made in the history of mankind. James Cameron. All right? My Kazakh warriors, if you're watching, all right, they were telling me so much. They took the whole team and went and watched Avatar. It is supposed to be one of the greatest movies ever made. It has you have to go cinema. Let's go to the cinema. I haven't been to the cinema for 50 years. Suresh! Let's go back to our memories, Suresh. Kunan and Suresh will take me to the cinema. All right, and this time both of you sit next to me and we watch Avatar together as patrons of the cinema. All right, gold class. Yeah, exactly. All right. So this ability to dream again is so powerful. It's a characteristic that I have identified in all the top performing leaders we have in our organization. Number two, the ability not to listen. See, from young, we have been programmed to listen. School teacher, mother, grandmother, everyone. Listen, learn to listen, correct? This has been programmed in our mind. Learn to listen, Tipa, correct? Every school teacher, every auntie, every irritating neighbor will come and say, learn to listen. This is your chief. And I am telling you, the greatest characteristic of a max out king or queen is the ability not to listen. So I am here to tell you, learn not to listen. All right? Because when you listen to everything, it does impact you. If you don't shut out the noise, it will be you, you know. So if somebody calls you fat every single day, even after you lose weight, you will still think you're not thin enough. Do you understand? Then people start injecting stuff and all that and become skinny. You understand? Right? Because that word has stuck. Because you chose to listen. People said many things about me. They still say things about me. Until today. I chose not to listen. Right? Because if you listen to the world, they decide who you become. Don't let the world decide who you become. You have to decide who you become. The power of your life is in your hands. So the second characteristic is this ability not to listen. Because if I listened to the world, I would not be standing here today. I would not have given up my legal career, which didn't exist yet when I was 22. I wouldn't have given up my legal career to stand here. I wouldn't have traveled the world to open up new markets. I wouldn't have stayed with this company after the first crisis in Malaysia, where we were plastered negatively all over the newspaper in 2000. But I didn't listen to the world. And I remember Dato Sri Vijay's words. Stop listening to the world and one day the world will listen to you. And it is true today. I did not listen to the world. And now on Ignite Live, the world is listening to me. So I'm living proof. So the second characteristic is this ability not to listen. Selective listening. Smart. Power, intelligent power of association. You understand? And avoid toxic people, avoid negative people, avoid all these morons. You don't need them. If there's nobody to meet, go back home and build Lego. You understand? All right? You will be happy. I'm building Lego now. It's my new thing. Have you all done Lego? I didn't have Lego when I was young because I was poor. Unlike you rich people. Do you understand when you're young? I was poor when I was young. Lego is expensive stuff. Did you know this? So I was poor when I was young. I never had Lego. And my kids are too young to play Lego because they'll eat it and feed it to the dogs and everything. But then one day, I bought Lego Orchid. Sorry guys, I'm distracting. I'm talking to Lorraine. Listen. Seriously, this is mind-blowing stuff. I bought an orchid. Lego can make an orchid flower. And I found the box in my mother-in-law's room. And I remember I bought it long time ago to give somebody, or I got it free or some stuff like that. And I took the box. It was 2 in the morning. I went to my office at home. And I said, how difficult can this be? Lego. And I opened my Lego. And I built this orchid. And it was such a sense of achievement. You understand? I did it on my own, followed instructions, click, 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 click. And then I went and bought a bonsai tree after that. I did a bonsai tree. Then I bought a truck. And then I bought a motorbike. And now I'm doing the theory of evolution, the theory of evolution. And my big one will be Simba from Lion King. So if you have no one to associate or have power of association, and everyone is negative and they are morons, go home and do Lego. Watch my old Wednesday message on my YouTube channel that you have not subscribed to. Okay, so the ability not to listen was the second characteristic. The third characteristic is very important. And I think one of the most important things is to be able to do everything from their heart. Now, what does this mean? And don't get confused. I'm not talking lovey-dovey, I love you, you love me heart thing. I'm saying all these leaders did everything with a high level of care, a high level of positive emotion. That means whether they were training at home, whether they were traveling to speak for the V, whether they were serving at VCon, whatever they did it with a high level of heart. All right? They cared for their downlines. They cared for their downlines' commission and checks. They worried. They were there for their downlines during difficult times. And this is a profound characteristic. Because if you have an upline who does not care, why would you stay with them? If you have an upline that does not be there for you, love you, grateful to you, all right, people won't stay. See, loyalty is not blind. Loyalty has feelings, you understand? So I realized that the characteristic of great leaders is that they care for their downlines. They were there for their downlines, not only during the sunny day, but during the rainy days. That's more important. So the third characteristic that you are required on this personal journey is the ability to do everything from your heart, to care. If that person didn't achieve their TAT, you worry about that person. You push that person. You mentor that person. You don't let that person switch off. You don't let that person disappear in your busyness. You take time, effort, whether it's on WhatsApp, whether it's on Zoom. You give your time, you give your care, you give your love, you commit to them. This is very powerful characteristic, all right, which I believe is fundamental in social enterprise. Because if you look at social enterprise, what is the need of social enterprise? Is to make money through human connection, all right? To earn money through human connection, social enterprise. And that human connection cannot be fake. You can't say something and do something else. You can't promise your downlines, I'll be there for you, and then vanish for 3 months. You understand? You can't say to your downlines, I love you, I care about you, I will fight for your dreams, and they call you at 2 a.m. to help with the presentation, and you say, sorry, I'm already in bed, or I'm sleepy, or I'm tired. Do you understand? So all of these max out kings or queens, they had this profound ability to do things from their heart. The fourth characteristic that I identified in them, they were simply strong. Do you understand? They were strong. They could carry a lot on their shoulder without breaking down. They fought battles like valiant warriors. They had a fantastic work ethic. They were strong people. They were strong with their the ability to physically do things, because it's tiring to do 10 presentations a day, to run events, to be in service. They were strong emotionally. They didn't break down that easily, and even if they did, they knew how to reach me and pump them back up again, you understand? They were strong in their conviction, their belief in this industry, in the products, in the comp plan. They were strong enough to stand there and tell their downlines, follow me, and they would follow. Because you follow strength, you don't follow weakness. You follow warriors, not wimps. You understand? So all of these people were just strong. I don't know what other word to use. They were strong. They were strong people. And I respect that in them. They are strong in times of adversity. They were strong in every aspect of their life, whether personal, networking, all right, life. They were strong. They were all very strong, all right. And the final characteristic that is so visible all right, was their ability to inspire. Because in our industry of social enterprise, you need to inspire the person. Whoever you are, don't call it motivate lah. Motivate is short term, you understand? Go on, you can do it! You can do it! You can do it! Any moron on the planet can do this. All right, but it's only for 1 hour, you understand? It's like when my kids, they're climbing up something. I say, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. But then, that's it. You don't want to motivate people. You want to inspire people to believe in themselves. You want to inspire people to believe that they can rise and achieve their true potential. And this ability to inspire is something you must have if you need and want to max out. And it doesn't mean it needs to be loud. Doesn't mean you have to be a fierce motivator. No. Inspiring somebody is different from motivating somebody. You don't motivate somebody softly. Tipa is going to run 100 meters. You don't stand on the side and say, Psst, Tipa, you can do it. I believe in you. Cannot. Those kind of coaches don't exist. If you look at all the coaches, UFC, all right, Olympics, whatever, you see all the coaches, one thing they know how to do lah. They know how to shout, come on, you can do it, one more, come on, Deepa, keep going, don't stop. You understand or not? That's what motivation is. Right? It's intense, but short. Are you guys with me? All right, it's like day 4 night after closing VCon, all right, and I meet the in-service. They don't need to be inspired. They need to be motivated. You can do it, guys. One more day. Are you guys with me? Now, inspire can be done in the coffee shop. Can be done in the living rooms. Can be done on Zoom. And you don't have to shout. Inspire is to convince that person that they can achieve anything they set their mind to. Inspire is to make them believe in themselves as much as you believe in them. Inspire takes time. Inspire is not a one-day project. It can be a 5-year project. It can be a 3-month project. It can be a 1-year project. And once you can inspire them to believe in the impossible, they are unstoppable. So at one point, whether it was Brijesh, Sachin, Sila, all right, Dig Vijay, whether it's Said Amir, all right, Mohanad Motas, there was one point in their journey where Dato, Japa, myself inspired them to believe to that point. And once you inspire somebody to believe, that belief stays strong for a long time. You don't have to follow up every day, you know. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you still inspired? No. You get them to cross a line. So all these max out kings and queens, they have this profound ability to take their inner circle, their first level, second level, third level, invest time in the living rooms, in the coffee shops, in the late night sessions that Japa and Dato Sri had with me, Arun, Adli, Sati, all right, the late night sessions. The late night sessions I do today all over the world is not to motivate them. It is to inspire them to cross that line that I am possible, that you are convincing them that they were born to fly. And this takes effort. This takes time. This takes dedication from the upline. And that's what we do today. That's what I am trying to do every single day with the leaders around the world. Right? That's my goal, I think my purpose. My purpose is not to motivate you. My purpose is to inspire you to a point that you believe in yourself. And when you believe in yourself, you will motivate yourself. Nobody motivates me. I don't have a motivator. I am the motivator. Do you understand not? Dato and Japa have inspired me to believe in myself to a point I'm self-sufficient. I don't have bad days. I don't need motivation. I wake up every morning, I wake up every afternoon and I'm ready to conquer the world. Whatever freaking challenge in front of me, I will figure out how to handle that. You understand? All right? But it took many years. That's why when we talk about raising leaders, there is no shortcut to raise leaders. It requires time. So even if you're brand new watching me today, if you have been around for a long time, this fourth characteristic, you must be able to inspire people. Doesn't mean you need to be a good speaker. I don't want to be known as a good speaker. It's such a cheap label. Because there are a lot of people who can go for a speak club. I mean, there's Toastmasters, there's Lions Club, Tiger Club, Elephant Club. You understand, where they teach you how to debate and speak. I never went for any professional training. All right? I want to be known as somebody who inspired, not just good speaker. So to inspire people, you can be lousy on stage. You don't know how to hold the microphone. You don't know anything about public speaking. And you can still be one of the greatest leaders in the industry of social enterprise if you have the ability to inspire people to believe in themselves and cross that line. Are you guys with me? So number one, dream again. Dream again. So 2026, if you wrote down some bull sugar resolutions, you know you're not going to do it more than 3 weeks. But maybe you need to sit down and rewrite your dreams and dream again. Do you understand? Dream again. Number two, the ability not to listen. There's too much information in the world today with social media, news, journalists, genuine journalists, scam journalists. All right? Everyone is trying to sell a newspaper or TV channel. All right? Everyone seems to tell you the secret of success. I told you, if you read 100 books, doesn't mean you become a greater networker. And choose carefully who and what you listen to. Because that will shape you. That will define who you are. So the ability to listen you had since you were young. You were programmed by the schooling system to shut up and listen. But I think the true skill is the ability not to listen, or selective listening. The third characteristic is strength. To be strong from every aspect of your existence. And somebody asked me yesterday, where do I get strength from? First, you get from Him. He created you in perfection. He created you with all the ingredients to be superhuman. Do you understand? All right? Even if He took something away, He still gave you something extra. That's why Helen Keller was such a powerful woman, even though she couldn't see, hear, or speak. You understand? So, your source of strength can be Him, can be the people around you, all right? Can be yourself eventually, can be your downlines, can be your purpose, can be your dream, but you need to be strong. Because this journey in social enterprise specializes in getting rid of the weak. It's a natural order of things. 100 people, all cannot be millionaires. The strongest will become. It's life. All right? The world is created in such a way that only the strong will strive. Only the strong will become successful. In the animal kingdom, in the human kingdom, it's the same. Do you understand? That's the order of things. So if you want to be in that top 5% we spoke about yesterday, you got to be strong. You got to be strong. You got to face adversity with a smile on your face. You got to be a warrior. You got to not allow yesterday's problems to follow you today. You cannot afford to have mental breakdowns and meltdowns because your mothers did not have it. They survived everything and still managed to cook you breakfast and send you to school. Do you understand? If you want to understand strength, look at your mothers. I understand strength from my mother. Do you understand? And if you want to reach the pinnacle of max out, blue diamond, all that stuff, You got to be strong. You got to be strong. And finally, the ability to inspire people. Right? The ability to inspire people, and then the ability to do everything from your heart. You got to care. If you don't care, people will not stay with you. And care cannot be faked. Care cannot be choreographed. It is there or not. Do you understand? Somebody was saying, Chief, you are crazy, Chief. You did Wednesday message, you do Insta Live, you did 10-day lessons, you are doing Ignite Live. And I think there's a mistaken belief that I'm doing this because I love what I do. I love to make Lego. I don't love to dress up and come to the office with a microphone. But I'm doing this because I care. Because God has been kind to me and given me everything I have today. It is time for me to pay it forward. And paying it forward is care. So that's the personal journey. And that's the characteristics required. Now it's a personal journey that you cannot complete alone. Right? Because you cannot go from 0 to max out alone. You need downlines. So here comes the profound statement of networking. Talk to people, talk to people, talk to people. How do you get downlines? They are not going to fall from the sky. And if they do, we have to worry about other problems in the world if people start falling from the sky. The only way you are going to find downlines is to follow the mantra that I have spoken for 27 years. Presentación, presentación, presentación. Rule 3. Congratulations, by the way, to all the beautiful morons who were there yesterday on my Rule 3 club. All right, your pictures are on my social media. I know you all morons will just look, where's my picture, and explain. And I saw them, Tipa, I said, okay, time for photo, everyone. Adjust. And so I hope you enjoyed the Rule 3 Club. I'm going to continue throughout 2026. The Rule 3 Club, first Saturday of every month, based on honesty. So the second part is you cannot complete this journey alone. So you need to build your tribe. You need to bring people in. You need to build your family. And it starts with finding two. My find two mantra, which is controversial in the industry of network marketing and direct selling, but not controversial in the industry of social enterprise. All right? Because all of us, generally from young age, had two. We limited our friendship to two, maximum three, right? So find two. As much as it is the smallest achievement for a networker, it is the ultimate basic building block. Because you had a breakthrough, even hot zone. You still have to talk to the person. You still have to get the money. You still have to explain a little bit about what the money is for. And that was your initial step. And as you go on this journey to max out, if that's your goal, you need to understand that you need to learn not skill, but the ability to deal with people. Because this journey is personal but not alone, you can't do it alone, you're going to be surrounded by people all the time. And people change. No two people remain the same. Maybe a few days, maybe a few weeks, maybe a few months, but people change. Because people can get divorced after 25 years. BFFs can stop talking to each other after 10 years. Brothers can fight. Nations who were allies today can go to war. So there's no such thing as any form of guarantee in any relationship that it will last forever. I'm sorry. You understand? Even father-son can have a meltdown. Mother-son, mother-daughter. I have seen all these stories in my personal life and in the media. So there's no any relationship that you can tell me that this will last forever in happiness with birds and bees flying around. Because dealing with people takes effort. Maintaining relationship takes genuine, sincere effort. And where networkers fail is once they sign the person up, then they start to look at that person like a downline, like a worker, like an employee, like a data. And they gauge that person on how many BVs they bring, how active, how committed. Do you understand or not? And that's the mistake you make. Because you don't look at them as a relationship. You don't look at that downline as a long-term relationship. Because if you are planning to reach the pinnacle of max out, inshallah, one day, then the people who follow you are going to be in your life for 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 15 years, 27 years. That's longer than most marriages in the world. That's almost brotherhood, sisterhood. That I have relationship with strangers, that started with strangers, which is older than most of you watching this live broadcast today. I have relationships that are 40 years old, 50 years old, but that person was not my brother, not my sister, not my mother, father, cousin. This is a stranger. It started with hello. It started with hello. All right? And the key to network marketing is starting that relationship with hello, can I show you something? And taking that relationship to a point of brotherhood and sisterhood, of family, from hello to family. And to do that, you have to treat every downline, every sign up as a start of a relationship, not a transaction, not a business deal. You understand? That means my intent of signing you up is to be with you for the next 30 years, to grow with you for the next 30 years, to take you and me on this journey to max out together. If that is the intent, then it requires a high level of commitment, love, time. It requires you to survive disagreements. It requires you to be careful not to take people for granted. It requires you to be very careful and follow that mantra of don't worry how you are understood, but it's more important to understand them. And this is where a lot of people in social enterprise fail. They're good at hello, they suck at building that relationship. That everyone around me today, all right, who have been with me for 20, 30 years, it's not because they are my downlines. That terminology means nothing, right? There's no obligation. You're my downline, so what? You have no obligation legally to me. I have no obligation legally to you. I can actually stop talking to you, you'll still be my downline. But they're not here because they're my downlines. They're here because from hello, we have become family. We watch each other's back. And that is where people fail to understand that the social element, Devraj just dropped my bottle before you all panic. The social element is so crucial. Social enterprise. All right? And that social element that you must learn, because you guys are starting social enterprise today, and your ability to build relationships was very limited to a small group of people. Most of you watching have 10 close friends, 10 close relatives. Close, that's 20 max. Most people don't even have 20 in their inner circle. But if you want to succeed in social enterprise, your inner circle is not 10 people. Your inner circle keeps growing. That means you have to learn the art, the skill of managing relationships, managing expectation, managing every aspect of this relationship journey. Are you guys with me? This is fundamentally important. And this is where people fail. People fail, they think that sign you up, train you, equip you, done. No. Sign them up, train them, equip them, sustain the training, and build and strengthen the relationship. Why? Because people will do many things for money, but people will do anything for love. Sorry for sounding so cliche, but I believe in the power of love. I've always believed in the power of love. That everything I do today is based only on the power of love. Whether it's there, not there. Do you understand? All right? You need to understand that you are building a long-term business. And a long-term business will require long-term relationships. And the ability to build long-term relationships require a lot of sincerity, a lot of care, a lot of love, a lot of power of association, a lot of family connection. Do you understand? And that's how you build long-lasting organizations. Don't be fooled by the complan and the numbers. All these are technical stuff. The truth about networking is, first, it's a personal journey. You need to build you. You need to have breakthroughs. You need to strengthen who you are to survive and excel on this journey. The second part, it is a personal journey you cannot complete alone. Therefore, you need to be surrounded by people. People that will stay with you. People that will do Rule 3. People that will listen to you. People that you can inspire and hold their hand and sing Kumbaya if necessary. People, humans. And therefore, if you need to have strong relationships to reach max out, you need many strong relationships to reach max out. All right? If you are not maxing out, it's not about the BV. You don't have enough strong relationships. That's why I mentioned in one of my Wednesday messages, if you want to understand the size of the check, it is a direct reflection of the size of the relationship and the quantity of strong relationships you have. You have more strong relationships, the bigger your commission. If you only have relationships strong with 2 people, high possibility your commission is not big. And this requirement of building relationships is something I firmly believe in. And in 2026, ignite that power. Because building relationships requires one thing. It requires humility. Sustaining and maintaining a relationship requires humility. And if people who lose their downlines, people who lose loyal downlines, I have always told them only one thing. You have become arrogant. The day you lose your humility, you lose people. Because to build genuine relationships, it requires humility. Care requires humility. Love requires humility. I've always believed in this. So to my Ignite Family 2026, all right, you need to understand your personal growth, your personal evolution, and the ability to build strong relationships are the 2 key ingredients in achieving success in our business. And all of this ultimately is up to you. If it is to be, it is up to you. You decide how 2026 is. That's why you watch my lessons I shared at the end of the year. I said do an audit of your relationships. Test your trespass. Don't take it for granted. I hate people who take people for granted. I hate people who forget what you have done for them. Do you understand? And this is something my mother has always taught me. Somebody helped you 25 years ago, remember them. Still be grateful. You see them in a coffee shop, buy them a cup of coffee. Sit down, learn to say thank you. Are you guys with me now? Thank you, I'm sorry, I love you. All of this requires humility. You understand? So 2026, grow yourself and build powerful relationships. That's the answer to reach your goal in social enterprise. This is your chief saying, I love you so, so much. I will see you tomorrow night. Tomorrow we get heavy, so I hope I have trespassed. If I say anything to upset you and hurt you from the bottom of my heart, I don't care. I love you guys. Follow our social media, massive stuff we are doing. Loreen and gang are pushing it out on social media. All right, so you can see us on VOfficial, my social media, all the social medias. Use the hashtag Ignite 2026 hashtag. All right, I love you guys. And after you close Ignite, go back to your team, share, talk what you have learned. But most importantly, even though this week we got Ignite, presentación, presentación, presentación. I love you guys.